August 1st, 1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. A few hours after the announcement of the general mobilization, German civilians living in France are asked to leave the country. Karl is one of them.
Just looking at Karl, I feel like I need to hit the gym. Did you know that the French police are called the gendarmes? Which kinda sounds like Van Damme. So the gendarmes escort Karl out of the country.
A few days after Karl was deported, the war was hungry for more and took away Emile as well.
Is it Emile or Emile or Emile?
A heavy-hearted Emile was called up to fight and left the farm for Saint-Mihiel. Like so many others, he had no idea what fate had in store for him.
Oh, you can almost smell this room. Anyway, so the French teach Emile how to kill fruit.
Nice! Your fruit killing skills are remarkable.
My dear Marie, we are on our way to Paris. The atmosphere here is strangely cheerful. Rely on our neighbors for help. They've always been gracious and charitable people. I'll write again as soon as I get my assignment. Please kiss my little grandson for me.
I'd like to point out that this is a Ubisoft game. Remember when Ubisoft made good games?
At the train depot in Paris, trying to reach his regiment at Platform 21, Emile would meet the man he would soon fight alongside. The man who would come to be his truest friend.
Alright, Frenchies, stop bullying the darkie. Emile makes friends with Freddy.
August 21st, 1914. Emile's regiment was sent to fight against the 71st German Division led by Baron von Dorf. The general cheer of the first hours dissipated into the fear of first combat.
Emile, no thank you, I just ate, and this retard with a sword both decide to fight a war with a sword and a flagpole.
You fantastically retarded motherfucker.
Miss Marie Chillon. Private Emile Chillon from the 150th Infantry Regiment was wounded by enemy fire on August 21st. He has been captured by the enemy.
Ah, that's sad. Anyway, it's time for
America! Fuck yeah! Freddy, originally from America, enlisted voluntarily in the French forces at the start of the war. Behind his bravery hid a man already devastated by the war's effects. A man with one sole obsession: punish those who had destroyed his life. It was at the Battle of the Marne that Freddy finally picked up the trail of the regiment commanded by Baron von Dorf.
Alright, I'll take it from here, Narita-chan. Freddy is such a manly man that he defeats a bridge with his bare hands.
America! Fuck yeah!
Freddy is such a manly man that instead of walking around the barricade, he decides to
United States of Smash!
After going upside the German's head with his own fist, just like his mama taught him, Freddy tears the German's flag with his bare hands. Manly man!
Karl's regiment retreated to the outskirts of Neuve-Chapelle, the same camp where Emile was being held prisoner.
Oh look, the German wants a sausage. Racism. Anyway, so Emile, not breakfast, decides to get the German a sausage to put in his mouth.
Pause.
As Emile is preparing Mein Führer's sausage, Karl sneaks in to say hello.
Trauma bonding.
Love that.
Dearest Papa, we live in a climate of uncertainty. Germans use the people of Saint-Mihiel as human shields against the French bombings. I hope the Germans treat you well, and that your wound has healed.
We cook the devil's sausage and take it to him when... Walt saves Emile's life. He probably mistook him for a Happy Meal. Huh? Anyone?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Shut up. I'd like to see you make World War I funny. Anyway, Walt and Emile escape into a live battlefield, and the thought of taking a gun with him does not cross Emile's mind. How very French. Well, Emile matey, how are you gonna dig yourself out of this one?
Police, get what you fucking deserve!
Well, at least Walt is the smart one of the two.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Ooh boy, it's gonna be a long day. You know what? I'm bored right now. Let's pause this story and start a new one.
The British troops continued their attack on Neuve-Chapelle. Their next objective, take back Port Arthur.
Holy crap, are those supposed to be Indians? No, not come to my casino Indians. And more like...
Yes, it is good to talk to you too. So, what are you wearing?
1 little, 2 little, 3 little engines. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little engines. Uh-oh, sorry, that one was a half-breed.
Racism aside... Freddy and the engines blow up the bottom of the giant turret on top of the hill. So Freddy saves Bond by almost killing Emile. Damn it, Freddy. Now's not the time for sauce. Help the dog.
Amidst the never-ending attacks and counterattacks, Freddy and Emile hunted the elusive Baron and his regiment.
So the pair of friends decide to play Pipe Dream and Grand Theft Baguette.
Her name was Anna, a Belgian student living in Paris. She was hard on the trail of her missing father. For once, fate smiled on them. They were all going in the same direction. But while approaching Vimy, a German squadron spotted them.
Listen, game. I can't believe two guys fighting a war with just their fists and a spoon. But a woman driving during World War I? You are crushing my suspension of disbelief. Whilst we are chasing the mustache-twirling bad guy, Emile decides to bomb his own son-in-law. He's a genius. Anyway, narrator-chan, I don't feel like doing my job. Take it away.
Baron von Dorf had escaped again, but Emile had still managed to find medicine for Freddy.
Thank you, my friend.
They were quickly back on the road again.
On the road again. Sing it with me, Shrek. I can't wait to get on the road again.
What did I say about singing?
Their journey would take them to Reims, where they would at last pick up the trail of the elusive Baron and his Zeppelin.
You might have thought that nigga was dead. He ain't dead.
That shot should have killed Freddy, but he's got more plot armor than Steven Seagal. Whilst Freddy was chasing the Baron to Notre Dame, Emile had to get his lazy countrymen to do something good for once.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Emile and the dog rearranged the Baron's organs.
It's been 84 years.
After catching one big stinking elf from Emile, the good Baron decides to catch another elf from the toughest man in the world.
America, fuck yeah!
Will Emile save his son-in-law? Will Freddy stop killing flags and finally kill the parent? And how did a woman learn how to drive in 1917? All this and more on the next episode of Vandalized Ass.
C'est la première fois que le président de la République se déplace en Polynésie française. Emmanuel Macron est arrivé ce dimanche matin pour une visite.